Hello and welcome back to Gruva Plays Minecraft. Now, today I said, or basically in the last episode I said, I'm going to be doing a general mob farm super soon, like in this version. Now, the big problem with this version is mob spawning's weird. And I remember this. I remember when I first started playing Minecraft, this particular version, this Bedrock version of Minecraft, and the mob spawning was just so odd and nobody really understood it, so I spent some time working it out and basically I figured out it wasn't very nice. It was pretty awful. I know that's not a very helpful thing to say, but it's only really been recently updated to the 44 despawn sphere, and a couple of other things as well have been tweaked. But at the moment what happens is mobs spawn starting from the build limit down, okay, and they'll spawn in columns, and they'll spawn within your ticking area, anywhere within the ticking area. You've got a surface cap and a cave cap, same as currently, but your density check takes in a massive area around it, huge areas. So basically your density check is going to kill most mob farms, and that's why most early mob farms, simple ones, would focus on surface spawns only, because there really wasn't any point trying to get any cave spawns, because basically your cave cap would be filled, nothing would despawn unless the light level was over 7, and even then it was a low chance to despawn. So if you really wanted a really good mob farm that did the whole thing, you kind of needed to get surface and cave and clear out an entire void area to do it. So real pain in the bum. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a general mob farm, and the trick with this one's going to be we're going to build it over water. And if I position myself just right, then we should get all the mobs that we need. And I'm going to do a bit of testing in creative right now. Now this is what I'm here for. This is 100% what I'm here for. I love this kind of stuff. Now if you can't see, I've basically filled up a massive area with open fence gates, put a load of lava down below so it kills the mobs, and yeah, I just love it. I absolutely love it. These early versions of the game had so many weird little bugs, and this is one of them. This is one of my favourites. Open fence gates equals instant mob farm. So I should really make the most of this. As you can see, I've built this over an ocean, and that's to make sure that I'm not going to have any weird surface spawns just hanging around down there. And I've also built it pretty darn big, which is going to make sure that I'm not going to end up getting mess. So that's one thing tested. Now we're going to test another thing. Okay, so I've set the time today, and I wanted to just check and see what was going on with the mob spawning. And the mob spawning's still happening down here. Now that's very exciting. That basically means that there isn't really a surface and cave count. Either that, or hypothetically, the caves down below, way down below, are not full of mobs. Which I find hard to believe. I really do. The way the spawning used to work ain't good, but even down here I'm getting spawns up there. I hear you. This is so wonderful. Well, okay, I think I know exactly what I'm doing now. Now I'm going to do a little bit more testing, but I think this means that we can do a rather simple mob farm, possibly in a single chunk. So a little bit more testing, and we'll see. I've increased the number of layers up there, and I think I can definitely say I'm getting more mobs dropping down here. Right, so we've got some basic principles to work with. I think we can give this a try. I might actually try it over land, because you know what, seeing how it works before, it's almost like there isn't a surface or cave cap in this particular version, which if there isn't, we should definitely be making the most of. So I'm going to try it over land, and we'll be back in a moment. Right, I think we can safely say that the similar thing over land has basically just stopped. It isn't doing anything over the land. I added a normalish roof, like just straight up cobblestone. And if I add in a layer of slabs on top of that, then we shall see what is going on. We'll see if anything's improved. So I'll do that and then do that. Yeah, I'm getting the... Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, this isn't bad. This is interesting. So without the slabs, it was dead on its feet. With the slabs, it works. Right. I think the next thing is to test the rates. All that I'm going to do is I'm going to set a little command block up on top of this, which is just going to teleport all the items to one location. And I'm going to test the 4 layers that I've got versus 1 layer. And if this is efficient, then approximately 4 times more drops should come from 4 layers than 1, right? Right? Yeah? Yeah? You with me? I'm with me. Let's try this. Okay, it's time for some science. Now, the science is that I've got 4 layers down below of acacia fence gates, right? So that's supposedly 4 different layers of things that things can spawn on. I'm going to run a test for 1 minute whereby I'm going to turn on the mob spawning. At the moment it's off, and then at the end of the minute the mob spawn is going to come back on and go off. It's going to toggle basically. So it's going to go from off to on and then on to off. And then I'm going to get all of the items teleported to me so I can do a quick test. And I'm going to do 1 condition at midnight. So I'm going to do game rule. See, this is one real pain with this version is when I press tab, no matter what happens, it changes my point of view, and I use tab quite a lot. Maybe that's in new versions, I don't know, but I haven't really done much sciencing recently. Okay, this is really curious. Day. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to do this the old way. Basically, it's midnight right now. All that I need to do is I need to find a button. Pop it onto here, give it a press, and then the 1 minute test begins. Let's go. Right, that's 1 minute left, or 1 minute done. Everything's switched off again. All of the final items with me, so not amazing, but you know, not bad. Not bad. A couple of witches in that mix. So, let's see, the next condition is going to be doing the same thing during the day, but I'm just wondering, I'm going to add another 2 conditions, and that is I'm going to do in one, which is here, which is around about 24. Oh, hello. That's interesting. Mob spawning's off. So that must have been some kind of existing creeper death? Maybe I should change it over to peaceful in hard mode. I don't know. But anyway. I'm going to try AFKing down at the bottom. So let's see. I should be able to just set up this exact same thing down here. Yeah, this is dead easy to set up. Right, I'm ready to test a few more conditions now. So yeah, I've done the high test, which we've got over here. I forgot that I'm basically adding 4 more conditions to the test by adding 1 more, because I'm doubling each condition I add. I need to do them all together, so these are all the conditions that we've got running at the moment. It's going to be midnight. We've done the midnight 4 high, we're going to do midnight 4 low. Now, if I can just reach that, and then just stand here, and then just wait. Oh. That was not very bright of me. It really wasn't. Oh man. I stood too close to the arrow and I collected it. Right. Let's try again. Right, I just heard the machine click off, but I noticed a few mobs still dying, so that's fine because it all works conditionally. As in, basically there's a little bit of a lag between this switching off and the mobs hitting the ground, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So, check that out. If we just take the basic number of items, what have we got? Oh, I'll count them up later because, you know, pain. It isn't looking that different though. at a glance. 22 gunpowder versus 21. No difference if I stand here or up there. So that implies to me that the spawning circle is Y0 to 250. Anyway, I need to do the next condition, which is I need to get it to daytime somehow. I'm going to check out what I'm doing wrong with that. Anyway, let's go. Right, we've got the same conditions. Now, I'm actually going to have to extend this roof out a little bit because, yeah, I can't allow myself not to. That is only 72 away from the center point, which is right at the bottom here. It needs to be another, let's see, 8 blocks going out in each direction to make sure that everything underneath it is dark. So, yeah, I have to. At night time it doesn't matter, but during the day it does matter. So, yeah. Right, so that's what we now have. I just extended it straight out by another 18 blocks, I think, so there's no question about those being at light level 0, so they're all going to be exactly the same light level. Time to run the daytime condition. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll have to get rid of that. Let's go up here. And I'm gonna stand right here. It's daytime. Let's try this. Right, that is 1 minute up. Interesting results. Very interesting results. Kind of doesn't feel like it's different, but it doesn't feel like it's the same amount of drops. So, Now, next condition is the same thing, but me down here. Let's go. Right, here we go. Last few items heading my way. Oh, that doesn't look so different. So we're down low again. So that looks the same. Right, the next one is going to take me a couple of minutes to organise because it means that I need to get rid of 3 layers. Actually, I'll leave that open. It doesn't matter. I need to get rid of 3 layers of this. So I'm going to start at the bottom here and see how I can do that. I think if I just go like that, yeah, that's going to be fine. Give myself something to stand on. Right, we're back to midnight. So it's midnight 1 high. I've cleared out a load of stuff down below. Actually took quite a long time for it all to update. I get the feeling that lighting updates are extremely difficult on this version. Even though there weren't any actual lighting updates. Kind of interesting though. So... we're up on high, so this is 1 layer on high. Right, that is kind of a surprising result for me. I wasn't expecting to get that many items this time, however, I am. So it's midnight up high. We'll do a full count of all of the drops later on. Now midnight on low. Let's just stand about here and hit it. Right, I think that is it. Time over. So, yeah, interesting set of results there. This is very interesting. Now, I need to do the daytime up on high again. Now, weirdly, I actually got the command to work that last time. Time set. I did set time, not time set. Whoops. Don't scream at me in the comments, please, please. I'm just a fool sometimes. Right, press the button. Let's see what we get. Right, that is another interesting set of results. Really interesting. I'm seeing a difference now if I'm on high. So we'll do, like I say, I'll count everything up later. So we need to do a daytime low. That one's quite easy. Let's go. Right, that is the low condition again. Let's put all those in there. Right, I'm going to do a quick count up and we'll put a sign on top of each one so we can see it real clear. Right, that is super, super interesting results. So up here towards the... I think I'm seeing a slight pattern that daytimes are just a fraction lower. I say that, I mean, look at that. I mean, basically, these results are non-conclusive, which is a real pain, but... it makes me want to do lots more testing, but I don't have time to do more testing. If I don't get this mob farm done soon, I'll have to update, and then I'll lose the opportunity to use this silly mechanic of them spawning in mid-air, basically. So the thing that I think I can say is that the effort of doing 4 layers is not worth it. The effort of AFKing high up is worth it. Just by a fraction, so that the higher ones tend to be... I mean... fractionally? I think what I need to do here is I need to do one more completely new test, because the only thing that I'm seeing is that the amount of surface area is possibly the only significant factor. So it's time to do another test. This condition is basically using a significantly smaller spawning area. So yeah, we'll just see, because if I don't have to spawn, or if I don't have to make a massive spawning area, I'm not going to. So we're going to just... I'm going to start off low, and then I'm going to move on up high. Now, hypothetically, using current thinking, 24 radius around the player is kind of where you wouldn't get any spawns anyway, so most of the area down there will be non-spawnable, which means that the rates on this should be super low. This is turning into a slightly longer video, but I'm really enjoying this stuff. Right, we're waiting. Oh, I'm too close again. Too close again. Right there? There? Is this thing on? I think it's on. Yeah. I think I can already say reasonably conclusively that there is a no spawning sphere around the player. Whether it is a sphere or a tube, we'll find out hopefully now. So, let's do the same test up here. Right. Super interesting. I've got another test. I've got 2 more tests. I've got to test these things, guys. They're getting really interesting results, and I've got to. Right, this is me way above the world. I'm going to shoot an arrow onto a wooden pressure plate. It's set the game rule to do mob spawning true. Right, I'm miles away from that area right now. Getting basically nothing. Right, that one gave me just a few bits. Really nothing worth talking about. But better than before. Right, we're going to do a similar thing, but this time I'm going to fly off in this direction. Yeah, what I'm getting from this is that surface area matters. Just on the single plane, surface area matters. So we need to replicate that somehow in real game, but big. huge and chunk aligned. And ideally, what I'd like is a way to get all the mobs down to one location, maybe just 2. Ooh, man, this is looking like a big job. I'm looking forward to it though. See, look at that. Odd spawns just happen. Weird. I think, yeah, mob spawning's just been turned off as well, just now. Anyway, guys, that is all that I've got time for today. Next episode is going to be building the mob farm. I think I've got enough information here to actually do a good job of this. I say a good job. Something which is hopefully going to give me enough gunpowder to survive for quite a long time. And if I get enough gunpowder to survive for quite a long time, then I can use my wings a lot more. And, you know, just good stuff can be done. Right, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sciencey episode. If you did, of course, please do leave a like. If you want to see some more, drop me a subscribe. And I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.